Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Here's Mr. Rainoni for the ukulele classes. This is week number 4. I hope you had a wonderful week since the last lesson, and you've improved throughout the topics that we discussed. The first one was an assignment which involved you recognizing the pitch, whether it was higher, whether it was lower, or it was the same. And I'm going to give you the answer, but hopefully you got the answer correctly. If you did, well done. If not, we're going to keep working on that. So the answer from last week of checking the pitch were 1, lower, 2, higher, and 3 was the same. We're going to do a few more now. So that gives you another opportunity to practice this checking the pitch and develop really, really good listening skills for the music that we practice, yeah? So here we go, the first one. Higher or lower or staying the same. Checking the pitch is a listening game. I'll do that one again. So that is our first example. We're going to do 3 examples again. Write it down. Ta-da. So the second sound, was it higher, lower, or was it the same? Here comes the second example. Higher or lower or staying the same. Checking the pitch is a listening game. I'll do that again. If you write the answer down, and next week we're going to check them together. And here comes the third example. Higher or lower or staying the same. Checking the pitch is a listening game. And I'll play that one again. Right. Finger crossed you got them all correct. And the more we do this, the more familiar your sense of listening to the sound will become. And you will find that so much easier. Next, we've also discussed finding out the names of the symbols that we were showing last week when we played It's Raining, It's Pouring. So the first symbol that we showed was played over the intro of the song, which was drip, drop, drip, drop. Do you remember? If you remember, you can play along. We played the E and the C. 3, 4. Drip, drop, drip, drop. It's raining, it's pouring. The old man, it's snoring. He went to bed and he bumped his head and he couldn't get up in the morning. So that was playing crotchets, and you shall see that symbol as it appears. Crotchets are also known as quarter notes because they last 1/4 of the bar. Right, here we go. Next one is going to be the splash, and that came straight after the drip drop. And the splash was just strumming the strings, and we went splash, 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 splash. Now, every time we do that splash, we let that ring twice as long as the crotchets. And we call that strumming, that length of sound, we call that the minim. So a minim lasts for 2 beats, or you can say 2 crotchets. We can also call the minim, we can call that the half note. So you go 1 half note, another half note, or you can just say minim and a minim. The final one that we looked at was in the pitta pata section. Do you remember we played the G, A, G, A, and here's really cool technique that you can keep working on, alternating your thumb and finger. Thumb for the G, finger for the A. Pitta pata, pitta pata, pitta pata, pata, pitta pata. And the name for those rhythms is called quavers. And you will see them, they have a beam that joins two of them together. So you've got two note heads, they're filled inside, but they got the beam joins them together, differently from the crotchet, because the crotchet is just stay on its own, is filled inside, but it stays on its own. Quavers, they are twice as fast, also known as eighth notes, because in one full bar of 4 counts, we can have 8 of those notes. And you will see them represented. So let's recap. We have minims, 2 beats, crotchets, 1 beat, and then we got the quaver, half a beat, or 8 notes, we can call them. And you can always go back and rewind the tape so you can further understand and be reminded what these names are. And the more you use them, the more you will remember and get familiar with these names. So after we've done our it's raining, it's pouring rhythmic understanding of the names, we're going to move on now, and we're going to clap you a nice rhythm. Do you remember? Don't clap this one back. Don't clap this one back. See if you can clap that back. I'll give you a few different patterns, and you clap back, and hopefully when you hear that specific rhythm, don't clap this one back. You don't want to be clapping, right? All right, here we go. It's my first one. Here's another one. And that was the don't clap this one back. Well done if you didn't clap back. If not, let's keep playing this game. You can do that with your friends, with your family. It's a great game to practice and improve your rhythmic understanding. Now, that same rhythm that we do, don't clap this one back, we're going to apply that to the ukulele, I'll bring you back now to the C chord we played with Frère Jacques. So here's a quick reminder. Finger number 3, we have 4 fingers. We're not counting the thumb. Now, if you play the piano, this may confuse you. So just be very aware. We only have 4 fingers that we're going to be using, yeah? The pointy, the tall finger, the ring finger, and the little finger, the pinky, we can call that one. So now finger 3, that one which is the ring finger, we're going to be pressing the A string on the 3rd fret. Which one is the 3rd fret? You can see they are separated by this fret wire. So that will be fret number 1, and the tip of the finger needs to stay right inside of the fret, yeah? Nearly towards the end. That's going to be the softest place to press down the string. So when we need a fret number 3, we go the 2nd, and here comes the 3rd. Notice the thumb needs to stay right behind that finger, facing up the ceiling. So you're going to push towards your thumb. Yeah, the finger is going to push, not the thumb. The thumb is just going to stay there to create the nice hand posture and the awareness of where the finger is. So we're pressing the fingertip towards the thumb, not the other way around. And then we strum, and we should hear that nice clean string, the A string ringing. What we don't want to hear is this. If that happens, because your finger is not pressing in the right place. So you have to move that slightly and making sure the very tip of the finger is pressing. Yeah, you want to have the knuckles out. We don't want to have that one here flat. We want to have nice relaxed knuckles out, and then we got the same. Now the same rhythm that we've done, don't clap this one back, we're going to apply that on the ukulele. Here's the example. The first time I'm going to strum downwards every time. So I go, don't clap this one back, don't clap this one back. And if you remember the song, we can join in and play our Frère Jacques song one more time, and we're going to review that one. And here comes the intro. Da, 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 da. Ukulele, left and finger, count with me. 1, 2, 3. 3 goes on the 3rd fret, holding down the A string. That's how we play chord C. And now we play the minims for now. Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, sonne les matines, sonne les matines, din dan don, din dan don. Well done if you play that along. So we strummed the minims. Now let's make it a bit more challenging. Let's go back to that. Don't clap this one back. I'm going to apply that to the strumming. And if we start singing from the Frère Jacques after 4, 3, 4, Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, sonne les matines, sonne les matines, ding dan don. That is one option, children. I'm using my thumb, and lots of children ask me, oh, I've got this thingy, it's called a plectrum, this thingy here. And they say, can we use that one? Well, if you got one, I guess you can use it. And the way you hold it is very lightly between your thumb and the index finger. I'm holding it. So you can see the pointy part faces the string. Yeah, I'm gonna show very little coming out of my thumb and finger. And then you can still strum downwards and do exactly the same. Let's try that. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, sonne les matines, sonne les matines, din dan don, din dan don. Excellent, well done. And what we can also do now, we do the same strumming pattern, but this time, instead of strumming every time down, when we do the faster strumming, when we say, don't clap this one back, when we say this one, the 2 faster strumming, instead of doing down, down, we're going to do now down, up. 2 options here. You can use your thumb strumming down, and then the fingernail of the thumb strumming up. That's one option. You can use your plectrum. So the plectrum strums down and then strums up. Again, you want to hold it very lightly, just enough that you can hold it. I would recommend the plectrum that has a little grip. Usually there is some writing. I don't know if you can see that one, maybe not. There's too much light at the back. But generally, there is a grip where the writing is, and that will hold your plectrum in place better than if there was no grip. It was just flat and smooth. That will be very likely to drop. So the next one we're going to be doing is we strum down down, down, up, down. And I'm going to use my finger actually. I like using my finger. I like to feel the strings of the ukulele. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques, dormez-vous? Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. And it really helps also saying the motion that you're going to be doing. So down, 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 up, down, because then you follow the pattern that you are saying out loud. That will make it much, much easier also. Now, what we can do, you may have heard the same song singing with English words, and the title will be Brother John Sing and Play. If you know the song, join in, come in. If not, you can learn that song. It's not that difficult. Or you can Google it. Just Google Brother John Sing and Play. Or you can Google the English version of Frère Jacques, and something will come up. Here it is, holding down the C chord. So the pattern strumming is down, 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 up, down, or if you prefer, do all down, 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 down. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John, Brother John, morning bells are ringing, morning bells are ringing, ding dong dong, ding dong dong. Excellent, well done, children. Here's another version for you, a little extra. This is young Bart Simpson. I don't know if any of you is familiar with The Simpsons. It's a cartoon. And we're going to name all the main characters of the Simpson family, which is Bart, Lisa, Maggie, Marge, Homer. And of course, there are other members, but we're only going to name those, yeah? And here's how it starts. Same strumming pattern, or you can simplify it while you're learning the words. You can just use the splash, splash, splash. You can use that one if you prefer, or the don't clap this one back pattern. And here it goes. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Young Bart Simpson, young Bart Simpson, Lisa too, Lisa too, Marge and baby Maggie, Marge and baby Maggie, Homer too, Homer too. Then there you go. Now, free version of the Frère Jacques song. The first is the original in French. The second is the English version, Brother John Sing and Play. And the third one, we can call it the American version because it uses the Simpson character names. One more topic we're going to cover today, one more song. It's a beautiful song. It's called Starlight Star Bright. And the reason why I'd like to do that is because we've done lots of strumming today, so we can review our finger picking. This one here starts with the notes G, A, and then he alternates, he goes to G and then E. So that is a challenge. G, A, G, E, G, A, G, E. Now the technique I like to use here, I'll rest my thumb on the G, my pointy finger here goes on the E, and my tall finger goes on the A. So I got these 3 fingers on. And when I play, each finger is going to be assigned to that specific string. So I'll play a G, my thumb, I play A with my ring finger, then I play G my thumb, and then index plays the E. G, A, G, E, G, A, G, E, G, A, G, E. That one here is the easiest one for me to do because I can feel where the fingers are. As soon as I play the G and the A, then I play the G again, my finger can go back on the A and stay there. And then I know my E string is just above that finger. So it will make it easier for me to identify where my index finger needs to be. That's why I prefer that particular technique. So let me find the song so we can play along to that one. And then after which we come to the summary of the lesson. This one here has two patterns. So we got the G, A, G, A. We played first that way all the way through. And then I'll talk you through the second pattern, which is a simple one, is a strumming. Well, I'll count in after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, C, D, G, A, G, D, G, A, G, D. Keep doing the G, A, G, E. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. Wish I may, wish I might. 2 more of this, and the last one. Wonderful. Now, as you may notice, there was some strumming in there as well. So what we're going to do, the first verse, we're going to be doing the finger picking, G, A, G, E. And then the second one, we do the splash. The splash that lasts, do you remember the name of the note? The minim, that lasts for 2 counts, yeah? Right, here we go. After 4, we're going to play that starlight one more time. So we start G, A, G, E, and then I'll count in for the splash. 3, 4.
Starlight, star bright, the star I see tonight. Wish I may, wish I might,
ready?
have
1,
the
2,
wish I wish
3, 4.
tonight.
Here we go.
Starlight, star bright, the star I see tonight. Wish I may, wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight.
After 4, we stop. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And we stop the sound. And the ukulele can go in rest position, strings facing down on your lap. Children, well done. So we do checking the pitch to start with, and next week we're going to go through the answers. Hopefully you are more familiar with the names of those note value. Let's recap them. Minims, 2 beats, also known as a half note. Then you go crotchets, 1 beat, also known as quarter note. Then we have quavers, 1/8, and we can call them eighth note. Them children, I hope you've learned something new today about the ukulele, strumming the C chord using different patterns, and the starlight, star bright. And next week we will follow up with some new song using the C chord as well. So have a wonderful week, children, and I'll see you next week from Mr. Rainoni. Bye, everyone.